On today's expose, I wanted to talk about Dog Logan. Dog. His name was Dog. Dog Logan. He was the son of Thomas Logan, who was the groundskeeper. That sounds better. Of the Howlett estate, and he is also the half brother of Logan. That's kind of where Logan gets his name from, the Logan family, because he's kind of a Logan.
So who is he?
So we'll get into it throughout this episode because it ties into what we're talking about a lot. But Dog Logan was a little shit. Like, he was always picking on James Howlett, was Logan's name originally. We see this in the movie, but when Thomas Logan kills John Howlett, I'm getting confused with all the names. James, the young Logan, runs off with somebody else. He runs off with Rose, not Sabretooth. So it's a pretty different story. But eventually, Dog Logan gets a hold of Marvel. Time traveling crystals. So he's able to travel to the present. So it's not clear if he has any powers or not, but he's come back into Logan's life recently. So we'll talk all about that after we go through this movie.
There's so many things.
There's so many things. The X universe is so confusing. And one thing that I think is really funny that we'll talk about today is how the X universe kind of fucked over this movie. It makes me laugh so much. 4 years after this movie, they're like, fuck you, and they changed something big. So we'll talk about it.
Oh my.
I go where I wanna go. Gene.
Scott.
Gene?
Scott! I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants! There's always more gators in the bayou.
Don't get a boomer!
Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
Yay, Kevin's been dying to talk about this movie because he loves it so much. It's his favorite of any movie of all time. He just, whenever we're not recording, he's like, God, I just love X-Men Origins Wolverine. It has so much depth.
Oh my gosh.
So before we get into that, I'm dying to talk about this. So previously on, do you want to see Dark Phoenix redone in the MCU? Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
How do you think this went?
I feel like this one was probably one of the most divided because I think it's very polarizing. I think people I don't know. I think it's very even. I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, it was neck and neck. It was 54% to 46%.
See, ooh.
54% said yes, they want to see the Dark Phoenix done in the MCU.
Okay.
So yeah, just narrowly eked by. I'm not surprised actually, because even I brought this question up to my friends while the poll was going on, and even then it was very divided. Some people were like, "Fuck no!" It's been done. It's been dragged through the mud. Or somebody even said what you said, that we've already gotten Scarlet Witch. That was Legion Ivory, I think. Who's they already messed her story up. Why are you going to mess up Dark Phoenix? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think people are afraid of being burned again. There's still that...
Because she's fire.
Yeah. Oh, it just reminded me of X-Men X Dimension. You know, the video game? She's like, feel the burn.
Ew.
Do you remember that? Did you ever play that game?
I think I played it a little. I think I rented it from the rental store when we had rental stores where you could rent things.
Oh my gosh, I still have it somewhere. But I used to play that all the time. And when you play Phoenix, she says stuff like that. Feel the bed.
That's funny. Little did we all know she was actually talking about sexually transmitted diseases.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, nice! It's so pretty.
I know. I need to get my PlayStation. Oh, I can play it on my PS3 still. I think because I got one of those
Yeah,
backwards. Maybe I don't know. I have to look. I used to have
nice.
backwards compatible.
All right. Well, we've got a long episode ahead of us. Let's get into this. So, this movie released May 1st, 2009, written by David Benioff and Skip Woods. So, what they did is they had David Benioff write it, and then they gave it to Skip Woods, who like rewrote it or like added to it, and then they brought on the director Gavin Wood. So, are you familiar with the name David Benioff?
Not really.
I am, because he did Game of Thrones, which I think
Oh,
is funny. Because if you look at X-Men Origins Wolverine and if you look at Game of Thrones, David Benioff's like pretty good at building a story and then really just fucking up the ending.
oh yeah. I never watched Game of Thrones, but I heard about people being angry at it.
Yeah, it was just so lackluster. Um, so in this one, we have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth, Danny
Schreiber.
Houston as Schreiber, sorry. Danny Houston as William Stryker, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Dominique Monaghan as Bolt, Will.i.am as John Wraith, Daniel Henney as Agent Zero, Lynn Collins, Kayla Silverfox, Kevin Durand Blob, and Taylor Kitsch
Kitsch.
as Gambit.
Yeah. So I've seen the Bolt guy have multiple names. I've heard him called Maverick too. Is he just known as both, or do you know?
I have to be honest, I don't know a whole lot. I know I've read about him, but I don't remember. But I think I do remember he took on like the Maverick persona for a little while because there's
Okay,
already a hero named Maverick. So I think he just like took on the moniker. It might have been when Maverick was thought to be dead.
gotcha. Okay,
But yeah, I don't remember fully.
yeah.
Some fun stuff about this. Leave was he was gonna be forced to wear a muscle suit to look stronger, like they did with Juggernaut, and he was so mortified that for 3 months he like majorly bulked up. Like Hugh Jackman like gave him like help with eating protein and stuff, and Leave was like, I ate so much
Tired
chicken,
of
I felt
chicken.
like it was the
Yeah,
genocide of chicken.
I saw this too. Like his son's on like because he said like, so I get the suit right. Like, how do you wear? How do you do that? And he was just like, no, you just gotta work out, bro. Like he's like, oh.
So I have more. I have some fun stuff for you, but I'm going to save it to the end because we got to get our actual reactions, even though we already gave it away. But it's some interesting shit. It's some interesting shit.
You know, I'm gonna have to show you. You know, before this movie came out, I actually made a YouTube video
Oh no!
about this movie. This was before I saw it, but I think it was the week it came out. May 1st, I looked it up on my YouTube. It's May 1st, 2009. I posted this video, and it's called Wolverine Cyclops' Opinion. And I did
Oh
like a
no!
video. I will show it to you, and I'll maybe I'll put it on the Solving for X page because it's a fun little time I had 14 years ago or
Okay,
whatever. So
nice.
yeah,
So this movie did face challenges right away because there was a WGA strike happening, and
all right,
also the movie leaked a few weeks before it was released,
yeah,
and it just got like decimated by the
yeah.
fans.
I remember this.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it, girl. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Northwest Territories, Canada, 1845. A young James is sick in bed. His brother, Victor, mocks him about his sickness. Victor seems jealous at the attention James gets from his dad. There is a commotion downstairs. It's Victor's dad. James hears a gunshot and comes downstairs to see his father is dead. James gets mad and pops his claws for the first time. He stabs Victor's dad. Victor's father tells James he is his real father. I am your father. And then he dies. James runs away with Victor. We see a montage of James and Victor through the ages, mostly just going through every single fucking war in existence.
Yeah. So this interesting about this movie, we did not get a lingering X on this one. They stopped doing it.
They didn't want to own this one.
Yeah, right. And this is this is the first X-Men movie post MCU because MCU is now started. So this is the 1st one that took place. Yeah. So
wow,
it's interesting because now that we started getting the Iron Mans and like the Hulks and stuff. So yeah. But go ahead.
Oh, I was going to bring up our fun little exclusive tidbit from Ryan Yorio that James Howlett was played by Troye Sivan, the gay icon singer. That's fun.
Yeah, I remember when he posted that, and I did see more stuff about that too. But I'm like, I still don't know who that is.
I know, I don't know who it is either. But thank you, Ryan.
some skinny gay thing that's a pop singer now. Yay! Oh, I do like the war sequence. I do think it's a fun way to do it and show the bond and stuff. But is the brother thing from the comics or from the Wolverine Origins comic? Because I know that this movie is combines like all kinds of Wolverine comics into like their own story, but it's not.
Do you want to know now or do you want to know later?
Oh, you're gonna save it for the end? Okay. Because I just have so many questions. Because I'm just mad at this movie a little bit now because if you're gonna retcon the first movie, why you should make it go in line with the movies, not try to change everything. And so like this completely changes the first movie, and I don't like that.
You mean in like the relationship between Sabretooth and Wolverine?
Sabretooth, yeah.
So apparently, I think I read there's a video game the connection to this that explains how Sabretooth forgets that they're related to. So I think it is addressed, but not in the movie.
But then why does his look change so drastically then? Because we get our comic book style, and now he's like, I'm sexy Liev Schreiber. Cotton Weary. Like, I don't know.
I know, that's what I mostly remember him from, Cotton Weary.
His voice, I'm like, oh, it's the Cotton Weary voice.
I mean, I guess the only thing you could say is this is at least, I'd say, like 10 years before X-Men 1 from the Age of Cyclops. So I guess you could say that his hair grew out in that 10 years, but I don't know. I am more furious about Stryker because Danny Houston and Brian Cox also look nothing alike whatsoever, and they're supposed to be the same person. So they really didn't even try to make these characters like Stryker or Sabretooth look similar at all.
Yeah. During their wartime fun flashback, Logan and Creed are eventually brought in for war crimes against humanity. We see a younger and taller and face much differenter William Stryker.
There you go.
Beautiful. He opens their cell. Stryker has taken note of the brothers because they healed from their firing squad execution. He offers to get them out of prison if they join his special team.
So I thought this was really funny because they looked all hardened and like they've been there forever. But then on the wall, it shows they were just there like 30 days. I'm like, that's not like a whole lot of time.
Yeah, I liked here. This is very small, but I thought it was very telling. Because when he says something, he's like, Stryker's like, I care. I care about you people. And watch the reactions. Sabretooth has this like, really? Mm-hmm. And then Wolverine's like, please. And it's interesting because, Wolverine had a loving father. He knew what real compassion, what real love feels like, whereas Victor never did. So he has that intrigue. And so it's kind of cool. I like that a lot in this movie.
Wow. See, everybody, this is Kevin's favorite movie ever. Like, he knows so much about it. No, that is really cool, and I didn't pick up on that. I like that because it does go into how they were raised.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And there was a Wolverine picture of an actual Wolverine animal in baby Wolverine's bedroom.
Oh, really?
Like a silhouette.
I didn't notice any of this.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, there's a Wolverine.
Yeah. Fast forward to a plane full of hot people. Logan and Creed are now part of the team. They are on a plane making cute banter involving the nails of a bag lady. So, fun fact, real quick, because the strike was going on, they let Ryan Reynolds write his own lines. So that's why I think this Deadpool feels so familiar to the Deadpool we know in the later movies.
Yeah. And you know what? Ryan Reynolds didn't even have to audition. He just said, "I want to be Deadpool. Can I be in your movie?"
Really?
Yeah. He's the one that was really, because he was such a Deadpool fan, which and he's like, "Yeah, let me do this." And then producers had something to say about it, but
apparently he had been lobbying to be Deadpool for 3 years. I just didn't know that he just basically like walked onto set and they were like, all right.
Yep.
But more on that later. I have more, but I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
Because I love it. The plane lands in Lagos, Nigeria. Agent Zero does cool gun tricky things and kills all the guards. The team takes the elevator up to the Diamond Cartel floor. Wade sortily kills everyone. Stryker reveals he doesn't give a shit about the diamonds. He came for the adamantium. He wants to know where it was found. It leads them to a small village where Stryker is told the rock came from the sky. Stryker tells Creed to kill the villagers. Logan stops him and they argue. Logan says he's done with Weapon X and bounces. So, I counted it as a cameo, but this is where we first see Deadpool, John Wraith, Blob, Bolt, and Agent Zero. All the beautiful people.
The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
And Ryan Reynolds to me is like really fucking hot here with like his sleeves cut off and looking all like, I'm gonna go and do manly things in the woods. And I'm like, you do
He's
manly
so
things in the
hot.
woods to me. I know.
And his beautiful face when it's not beautiful.
Yeah.
And that rock, wasn't that vibranium? I think they couldn't say it, but I think that's what's supposed to be vibranium.
Isn't it adamantium?
No, because they use vibranium combined with steel to make adamantium.
Oh, it is vibranium because they got it in Nigeria. Oh,
So like let's say we got it from like this town over. So there's like maybe somewhere close to Wakanda, and they're like, ooh, it fell from the sky, and so that's how they make the stuff. They take that combined with steel, and then they make the adamantium.
Cool. Oh wow.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, but there's a really random scene that was cut right here.
Oh yeah, the little baby Storm.
It's so awkward because like
just stands there.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck you guys, I'm leaving." And basically, like, these are the bad people. He's leaving because they're bad. And little baby Storm just walks out and like stands with the bad people and makes lightning and thunder. And I'm like, they probably were going to try to kill you in the next scene because Stryker literally was like, kill everybody in the village. And then Storm walks out and she's like, why are you leaving?
Okay. Which is probably why they deleted it, because they looked at the like, this makes no sense. We have to delete this.
Yeah, it makes no sense other than to throw Storm in there.
But she was cute. I can give her that much. She was cute.
She was cute. Yeah, I just wish like they used her in a better way.
Yeah.
And also, they were gonna do this in Revenge of the Sith. Like they had Chewbacca. They were also gonna have like a young Han Solo. But at a certain point, as the viewer, you're like, Jesus, did he run into every single person alive? Like, what the hell? So I'm kind of glad they took it out for that reason too.
Mm-hmm. I did like the whatever. I was like, 5 guys on a high protein diet. Dreams really do come true.
Yeah.
Like, oh, scandaloso.
I read that like some people complained about Deadpool's lines, but I thought they were really like on point.
Yeah, when he was allowed to speak, it was great.
When he was allowed to.
He's like, okay, people are dead. Yay. And you can't discount the slice of the bullet and then splitting into 2 people. That's a pretty great move. Yeah.
You know what we didn't do? I rushed into things. So what is your history with this movie?
Oh. Well, yeah. I saw it in the theaters. I think I maybe saw it one other time after that. And I remember I remember being excited for Cyclops. I was very excited for Cyclops up here and then I'm like, how did I feel when it ended? I think I was disappointed, but not like completely hateful of it. So, but then I grew to hate it even more and more as I got older.
Okay. Mine is similar because I remember, and it's weird to think that this came out in 2009 because I had been reading X-Men comics since I was young, but it was very specific comics from a very specific time. I hadn't got into the greater universe yet. So I didn't know a lot about Deadpool. So I remember like not hating this movie when it came out. Somebody even asked me, I remember, like, don't you hate what they did to Deadpool? I was like, why? Now when I look back, like, we'll talk about it, but it's a crime against humanity. Like, now that I know the character, I'm like, oh, I get it. But I will say this, and I'll stand by it. I don't hate this movie. Like, it's not the worst of the X-Men movies, but like it's got a lot of problems though.
Yeah. I was gonna save this to the end, but yeah. I ended up liking this movie more than I thought I did. So yeah. So we'll see how it affects my ranking.
Now I've got a chub for your ranking. Ooh.
6 years later, in the Canadian Rockies, sexy mountain man Logan comes out of his cabin for some fresh air in his pajama pants. I was looking for balls. I did not see any. I'm very disappointed.
She was well tucked.
Yeah. But shirtless in his pajama pants up on the mountain. And behind him is Kayla Silver Fox. Logan is now working alongside Dexter as a lumberjack. And I love he gets on these like, ha-ho, off to work I go with my crew.
I know that is one thing about this movie is like anytime they have like the serious like non-action scenes with Logan, it's a little cheesy. Like it's a little over the top. All right. Meanwhile, in Springfield, Ohio, Chris Bradley is now working at a carnival. Later that night, in his trailer, he gets a nighttime visit from gentleman caller Victor Creed. Creed kills Bolt, and all the lights at the carnival go out. All the way in Canada, Logan wakes up at that moment from a bad dream. Silver Fox comforts him with touch. Put that in your back pocket.
Touch me.
I wanna be dirty. It gives me Heroes Season 3 vibes, because I think that's the one with the carnival.
I didn't get that far.
Oh, you were smart.
I was like, oh, is Siler still a thing in there? I don't know, but I didn't get that far.
Okay.
But it did remind me of Siler going to kill people.
I can see that. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And like, it's cool because he was actually powering all of the lights in that carnival. When you think about it, after he's killed, they all go out. It's like, wow, he's just being electricity over here.
I'm also like, wouldn't he get tired though of like using his mutant power all the time to keep the lights on?
Yeah, and that he's like, yeah, turn off the light, you get a prize. Like, I'll be so bored of that job.
I know.
That's why he's like, I'm flicking this light. Why am I still working here? Like, sorry, bitch. The next day at the logging camp, Logan is visited by Stryker and Agent Zero. Agent Zero is kind of cute to me, too.
He's fucking hot.
He's so sexy. I had to mention that because I forgot to do it before.
I think he's like, I know Alan's mentioned him to me before. He's like a big, like, action hero, like, overseas. He's been in a lot of things. Daniel Henney.
Ooh, Henny, get it, Henny. Yeah. But Stryker shows Logan a newspaper clipping of Bradley's death. He also mentioned Wade has been killed as well. Liar. You know where Wade is, bitch. He wants Logan's help. I know. Ooh, manipulation. He wants Logan's help if of finding the killer. Logan drives off. He goes to pick up Kayla from her teaching job at the school. Logan tells...
You know what that does to me?
I know. Oh, the tingle. Oh. Logan tells Kayla about Stryker, and she comforts him. Just then, there's 2 cars parked, blocking the bridge. For some reason, they're just there.
I know, for reasons. And they're so angry to have to move, even though it's Canada.
Right. They're not doing anything. And he's like, Wolverine's like, they got to get out of my way. And then Kayla's like, no, don't go out the car. And he's like, I'm going out the car. And then they have a little fight. And then Kayla breaks up the boys from fighting. Logan and Kayla return home. Kayla tells Logan a legend of Kakuatsu, the Wolverine. She's like, you want to leave us by touching your hand. He's like, ooh, my female powers of persuasion.
Yeah. You know what's funny is in real life, I'm sure since this is Canada, they would be like, oh, I'm sorry about that, buddy. Let me go ahead and move the car.
Exactly. Canadians don't get in fights. They can't trash talk.
No. 2 things here. I do really love Danny Houston's impersonation of how Brian Cox talks. I feel like he was like on point with the way he talked. I just still refuse to believe that Danny Houston could grow into Brian Cox eventually. And we get a classic line from Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah,
I'm
that
the
was
best
fun.
there is at what I do, and what I do isn't very nice.
Very nice.
I feel like there was a time in the comics where he was saying that so much. Like,
All
they
the
calmed down a
time.
little bit. Yeah.
And every trailer for anything, too.
Yep. Kayla drops Logan off at work. As she is driving away, Sabretooth stands in her way in the road. At work, Logan sees a severed Wolverine head and scratches in the trees. He immediately knows Victor's here and he's hunting Kayla. Logan runs through the woods to find his car scratched and abandoned. He desperately searches for Kayla. He finds her dead amongst the trees. Or is she?
No! I yell in the sky so many times. It's like in the cartoon he runs into the woods.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
All right. 8. Victor sits alone, carving a happy face into a wooden bar with his bag lady nail. They're creepy. They are really creepy.
They are
ew.
gross.
You need to cut those nails, dude. Like, no, I don't. Anyway,
Yeah.
Logan busts through the door to find Victor waiting for him. Victor tells Logan he killed Silver Fox just to get Logan's attention. You don't answer my texts. He doesn't say that. You don't answer your calls or write me anything. The 2 erupt into battle. Logan is easily dispatched by logs and a logging truck. Saves breaks Logan's little bone claws and bounces. He steps on them and goes, ah! And then Logan wakes up in a medical ward where the doctors are confused because he's fine. He's fine. Stryker shows up and offers to help. Logan reluctantly agrees to the procedure. And he's like, I swear my son's life. I'm like, we all know you don't care about your stupid son. To you, like, that's empty promises. Again, you're good at that.
Yeah. I hate him.
Yeah.
I did notice too, speaking of X2, in X2, Stryker tells Logan, you practically begged to get the adamantium treatment. And it looks a little opposite here. Like, Stryker seems pretty desperate to get Logan to do it.
Yeah, and he manipulated him into agreeing.
Yeah. So this was a lie, and that does not make sense in continuity. Which is something that never happens in the X-Men movies.
Oh, yeah, we're getting into it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah. I do really like Leave as Sabretooth, though. I think he, like, looks the part. Like, there's different versions of Sabretooth. This is more of, like, the early 90s, late 80s Sabretooth look. But I also just like how they made him so like visceral when he fights Logan. Like you can tell this Sabretooth is a force for Logan to reckon with. Like I don't know if the Tyler Mane, I don't know if that Sabretooth would have had this weight to him.
That's true. Because this Sabretooth is very much a serial killer. Like I could believe him as a serial killer. He's Ghostface. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. At the Weapon X facility, Logan is about to receive the adamantium treatment. The nurse tells him to hang on to why he's doing this so he doesn't lose himself. Stryker tells Logan he will need to become the animal. Stryker prints new dog tags for Logan at his request. Wolverine is born! Stryker instructs for the procedure to begin. Logan tries to cling to his memories as the metal is injected into him. Stryker tells Agent Zero they will prepare to use Logan's DNA on 11. Logan hears Stryker order his memory erased and goes berserker and escapes. But nakedly. Double entendre, because I wrote B-U-T-T. But nakedly. Stryker orders Zero to hunt down and kill Logan.
Beautiful.
You're welcome.
And this nurse person or whatever, this agent, I read that her last name was Frost, which was like, what?
Yeah, she is a character who has no relation to Emma Frost, but she was in the comics. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, they went crazy with the last name Frost because there's also Whitney Frost, who's Madame Mask, who showed up in the Agent Carter show. So there's like, it's not a common last name, but it is in this world.
So, who were the other weapons? Do you know? The ones before?
I remember, like, it's been revealed that Captain America, I think, was Weapon 1. He was, like, the start of everything. I could be wrong.
Yeah, him and I have a list in front of me. That's why I was looking. I was like, oh, I have a list in front of me because I researched this.
Oh. Yeah,
I know.
couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
So there was Weapon Zero, which was John Steele. He was they call him like an indestructible Captain America, and he was an operative in the World Wars, and wanted to take out Nazis and stuff. But I don't know why he was indestructible. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
Then Weapon 1 was Captain America and Isaiah Bradley. Remember that in Falcon and Winter Soldier, they talk about Isaiah Bradley, who was with him, and they just forgot about him because he was black. Mm-hmm. Sad. Then there was Brute Force, was Weapon 2. Adam Frost, Dr. Evil. Fun, okay. This is with the animals. So he was like a little squirrel. And they were experimenting. Yeah, he was a little squirrel called Brute Force, Weapon 2, and they were experimenting on animals for these.
Oh.
So yeah,
maybe that's why I don't remember. With Wolverine claws. My mind.
Yeah, who would suspect a cute little squirrel of being a deadly killer?
Yeah.
Then there was Weapon 3, which was Harry Pizer, the Skinless Man.
I remember him. Okay.
He could elongate and control his skin on a molecular level, and he was like a spy. And then we had Man-Thing, Weapon 4.
I forgot he was part of it.
Yeah. Weapon 5 was Project Venom. And it was spearheaded by Nick Fury. Interesting. He was part Sim Soldier mixed with the weapon. So he was like, mixing the two like super soldiers with weapon steel stuff, I guess. And like a symbiote. Interesting. So,
I remember him. He was in the comics recently, actually.
Yeah. Then we had Weapon 6, Luke Cage.
Oh. I forgot he was one of them.
Yeah. Weapon 7 was Homegrown Frank Simpson or Nuke. Also known as Nuke.
Okay. Mhm.
I don't know him. He has face tattoos. I don't know much
Yeah,
about
he
him.
has the American flag on his. I remember him.
Yeah. Oh, and this project was the first time adamantium was used. They said was with
Okay.
7, 8, and 9 were like they're using drugs to hypnotize and they're making sleeper agents. So it's very psyche. This is where Typhoid Mary was created from.
Hmm.
And then 10. So there you go.
Yeah. The reason it gets confusing is this story has been like added upon and added upon since like the early 90s. So now there's like Weapon Plus and
Yeah.
there's like just tons of things. So that's
Right.
why I don't remember how it all goes down.
But apparently Weapon 11 isn't even a real thing. No one knows
No.
who Weapon 11 is, so they just made it up for this movie.
Yeah. Just to be dumb.
The next day, a truck drives over a bridge. Travis and Heather Hudson are. I was like, Heather! Because did you know Heather from the cartoon?
This infuriates me. But yes.
Is that supposed to be them or no?
So yeah, in the comics, after
It's
Wolverine
Alpha
goes
Flight, isn't it?
crazy, yeah, it's Alpha
Yeah.
Flight Vindicator. He's picked up by John and Heather Hudson, who are young people, not old people. So the only reason why this kind of pisses me off is like they just arbitrarily like turn them to old people for no reason. Like I guess
They're just
for
trying to give you the Clark Kent.
sentimentality.
Yeah, the Clark
Yeah.
Kent thing.
And like I guess they probably changed his name from John because there's 2 other Johns in this movie, because John Howlett
Yeah.
and then also the John later, John Wraith. But like I don't know, that's who he
Mhm.
was. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
old
and
people that are not
Cameo.
Alpha Flight. Cameo. I know, I'm bringing it up.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
And it's all because of that name Heather, because I remember doing the same thing for the cartoon. I'm like, wait, Heather, wait. I remember them. As they're driving, they see a naked Logan run into their bar. Like, oh, well, don't want
What, is
to.
it Saturday already?
Yeah. I was like, well, this is, thanks for the present, honey. Like,
Says Travis to Heather.
yeah. Travis takes a gun into the barn to investigate. He brings Logan into the house and gives him some of their son's clothes. Logan has dinner with the Hudsons and then goes to the barn to sleep. Oh, we cannot forget this horrible bathroom scene.
Oh God.
Or the claws looked god awful. This was unfinished CGI. Like, what is this?
I know, and I read that apparently the claws were like practical, but in that scene they do not look practical. They looked very CGI. They had to be.
There are many moments that they look just really unfinished, and which is weird considering they looked better in the earlier movies. This is 2009. You could do better.
Yeah.
It's like on the cheap or something.
And this was some like Paddington Bear shit, like in the Paddington movie in the bathroom scene.
Yeah.
Like, this is not Logan in a.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry. I just
sorry.
destroyed your room.
Yeah.
I just sliced your sink. So yeah, I hate that scene. As Logan is about to have breakfast, oh yeah, he goes to the barn to sleep. He's like, yeah, you can sleep in the barn because you can't break anything in there.
Yeah.
As Logan's about to have breakfast, Agent Zero shoots Heather and Travis. The team Michael Bay. The barn. They Michael Bay the barn as Logan rides away on the hog. And he's like, there's a big shooting. Yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, he killed 2 civilians. They're trying to blame it on Wolverine. All this douchery.
Yeah.
But there's a big shooty helicopter chase. Logan brings down the copter by like breaking himself, sticking his claws in the ground, turning around, slashing the car. Then they shoot the little missile at it, but he misses and hits the car, and then he ricochets off the car and flies. He fastball specials himself and cuts the propeller off the helicopter, and it goes down. Boom, bitch went down, and that's how it does. Logan brings down the copter and evades capture. Logan speaks to Stryker on Zero's comm. He's like, yeah, is he dead yet? Is he dead yet? He's like, I'm not dead, bitch. Guess who's coming for you? And then Agent Zero's like, ha ha, why do innocents always die with you when you're around? Ha ha, because I shot them. And then he promises to kill Victor. Then Stryker, as we've seen, he does neither. Logan leaves Zero a parting gift by exploding the helicopter Zero is trapped in. Yeah, let me slash this oil and it's fire. Slow mo walk, blowing explosions up. Blah, 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 blah. There you go.
That was a stupid line from Zero because he's the one who's caused like all the death.
I know.
Mainly, like
It's
you know why it's happening.
It's like, yeah, it's because of you, dude.
I mean, I remember in the previews, this helicopter thing was such like a big deal. It was in every preview, and I remember thinking like, this is so cheesy. But when you see it in the movie, like it makes sense in its own cheesy way, and it is like really cool in its own cheesy way. I love this scene.
I do. I think it's fun. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
His claws look bad in it though too. Yeah,
it does. Yeah.
And I have a question.
Yes.
Why did Stryker think Logan could be killed? He knows what his powers are. Why is he expecting him to be dead?
Yeah, Stryker's really dumb in this because there's another scene I'll talk about, but I'm like, what did you expect?
Yeah, there's nothing that he can do that's surprising to you. And then the next thing too is they're like, "Oh, Agent Zero never stood a chance. He needs adamantium bullets." I'm like,
then why did you send him?
This is news. This is news.
Yeah, Stryker's not written great in this one. Like he's so great in X2, but not in this one.
Yeah.
Stryker and a creepy old man cameo. This is Dr. Abraham Cornelius.
Oh.
So just like in the cartoon and just like in the comics, Cornelius is like the balding man with the glasses, and he is the one who basically like spearheaded the experiment. So he is a constant in all media.
Look at that.
Stryker and a creepy old man discuss the only way to kill Logan is with an adamantium bullet, like he just said. As Stryker is discussing Logan with another creepy old man, he is told, oh yeah, that one was Munson was the other man.
Oh yeah.
We'll find out later. He is told that the team has found the young mutant they were looking for. Oh, who could that be? Stryker obeys everyone to... Oh, Stryker orders everyone to leave the facility so he can complete his work.
Yeah. So, do they know now that, or okay, I shouldn't say. Do they think that the adamantium bullet will actually kill Wolverine, or are they aware that it will only just heal again? Because later on they know.
Yeah, come to think of it, there's no reason why an adamantium bullet would specifically kill Logan at this point. There should be no reason for that.
Yeah.
The only reason it can be used later is because it's the only thing that can penetrate his skeleton.
His skull. Yeah.
Huh.
And so, yeah, I can get to it, and I get why it might affect your memory, you know, and when you heal, your brain tends to heal things that are, it takes away pain. So it would take away some of the pain stuff, I suppose. And I can see how brain damage can happen, but he's still going to survive.
Yeah. This is the part I was talking about too, because it's so stupid. Because while Logan's being experimented on and given a full bone suit of metal, Stryker's like, kill him. And I'm like, you literally just made him the most dangerous person on the planet, and now you're gonna be like, okay, kill him now. Like, all this was just to like test on him and like get his healing factor. I don't know.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. He's like, I want to do this. I want to see. And like, maybe he was hoping he would be killed, but you're like, you know what his powers are. You know, if anything, that would make sense that he would do it. And then he's like, oh, give his powers to Weapon 11.
Yeah.
And I have another question about that, but I'm going to save it till later.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going to be that guy a little bit. I try not to be this guy, but I've never fully understood the adamantium process, like of how it would cling to his bones, or like how does it respect his joints so like his joints can still move? Like it doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, yeah. And going back to like our Deadpool thing, when he has the giant thing come up, I'm like, yeah, how could you even
Where did
move
that
your
come
arm
from?
if you had that?
Yeah.
Because you can't bend the adamantium. It's just your arm would be like this if it was in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Well,
people who don't know,
even
I have a very like karate chop,
oh
like
yeah.
Buzz Lightyear karate action. Uh,
If you think about Logan's claws, even how they work in the movies, like that shouldn't work. He shouldn't be able
no,
to like move his wrist because where do they
right?
come from?
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, we're nitpicking like a man with metal bones
yeah,
who runs around with a healing factor. So I won't
it
too
brings me back
much.
to Lady Deathstrike though. The way that her things were segmented, I'm like, see, that makes sense. How they
It
just
does
kind of go
actually,
get into each
yeah.
other. Maybe all of adamantium is like that.
Oh, that would make sense.
All right, 12, yes.
Ah!
Meanwhile, Logan arrives in Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas, where he meets up with John Ray. John admits to Logan that after he left, they were hunting mutants for Stryker. Yeah, but he didn't want to say it, but he was egged on. He's like, tell me, what were you hunting? Yeah, our own kind, brother. Uh, apparently, leaving Logan and Stryker's ulterior motive set Sabretooth on his killing spree. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I left too. Which makes me wonder if, well, I guess that's what happened to Bolt. He left because of the similar reasons, because they're the nice guys of the group. Uh,
Yeah.
John mentions Fred Dukes, and Logan asks to be taken to him. He's gained a bunch of weight. Logan fat shames Fred. Yeah, really bad. um, and Logan asks to be taken to. Oh no, I heard that. The Logan fat shames Fred, then boxes with him. Logan wins and demands to know where Victor is. I mean, I like it for a while, but it gets dumb real quick. This whole little
Yeah.
scene. It's like, oh yeah, and then I'm gonna have my adamantium come through the glove and be like, oh. Blob tells Logan that Victor, like, did you call me Blob?
That was funny.
No, I said Bub. I'm like, but my name is Blob.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just adopted that name now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Blob tells Logan that Victor is working for Stryker. Blob tells Logan that Stryker takes the captured mutants to an island where they are experimented on. Oh, geez Louise. Blob tells Logan one mutant escaped the island once. Remy LeBeau. John and Logan leave to find Remy.
So overall, I fucking hate this scene. I think what really bothers me is that Blob is reduced to like, oh, he has an eating disorder.
Right. And that's what they try to insinuate too in the last one. Like, he's eating on the helicopter, keeps eating. And it's like, that's not why.
Yeah, like that's part of his power. Like there's even a point when in House of M, after Wanda took away the mutant powers in like Decimation, the follow-up story, where since Blob lost his powers, now all his skin is like hanging down because
Oh,
part of
wow.
his power is he has kind of his own like gravity, and that's why
Yeah.
he's like so big and his skin is very elastic. Like even Wolverine has trouble cutting through him with his claws. So I don't know, the joke of like he got insanely fat just doesn't work for me, and then seeing Wolverine fat shame him doesn't really work for me.
Yeah, and they do that in a lot of media with the fat shaming. They make like, did you see the new Wonka? They did the same thing. Like, this is, come on, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought we were
So
better than that.
yeah. So, but yeah, cool. That's you. Never mind. You go.
Yeah. At a school, a young Scott Summers has trouble concentrating. Oh, the headaches! He is ordered to take off his glasses. Stupid teacher. Scott is given detention.
I think she did that.
Later
She gave him really quick. Like, she was
Yeah.
real decision happy. I'm like, that was nothing. Come on now.
Well, and this is another thing by today's standards. If Scott said, like, I have a disability, I need the glasses, then if she tried this shit, like, he could
Yeah,
sue her
fired.
at the wazoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's funny how much things have changed just in, 14 years?
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Later that day, Scott is left alone in the school, which I had problems with. He was completely fucking alone. Like, there's nobody to even see if he's there, if he's doing what he needs to be doing. Like, he's just alone.
I called this my 90s moment.
Man.
You got mail.
90s moments.
Bart Simpson.
Yes! Oh, that's funny. I like that. Thank you for bringing us a 90s moment.
You're welcome. Yeah, in 2009. It's great.
Yeah. Victor comes to visit. The two start to fight. Sabretooth takes Scott down and Stryker shows up and injects Scott with a sedative.
So, okay. I'm
Say
still
it.
having my questions.
Say it.
All right. I just don't understand. I mean, I like this. I like the Cyclops powers. That was fun. He trips. Was like, "Whoa! I'm gonna slice the skull." I wonder who was in the upper buildings. I wonder if they got obliterated. Upper rooms, but
I'm probably a fat
like,
person.
maybe. So, why is Stryker and them murdering mutants? Because they don't need to murder the mutants to take the powers. And then, because apparently they're capturing some and murdering some. Whatever they feel like.
Yeah, accurate.
So I don't know what... I think maybe he's just murdering them because they left. And is his act of vengeance.
You know what I think it's supposed to be? I think it's supposed to be to draw Wolverine out. I think that's why they murdered Bolt and everything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And John... Well, not yet, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Whatever. It's loose.
Like my vagina.
Yes. Okay. Logan and John Wraith go to New Orleans. Ooh, John Wraith. He's his friend.
Yep.
To New Orleans to find Remy LeBeau so he can tell them where the island is. They find him playing cards, floating them in the air dramatically. and John Wraith is like, "That's cool, man." And Logan confronts him at the table. And that's stupid to me, Joe. It's such a stupid line. He's like, "Are you Remy LeBeau?" And anyways, he says, "Do I owe you money?" I'm like, you're just out of yourself right there. It doesn't matter what you say. If you either are, do I owe you money? You just said you're him. So, either he knows you are or he doesn't. Makes no sense. And as John explores the complex, Sabretooth shows up. Logan asks Gambit where the island is as John and Sabretooth face off. Sabretooth kills John. No! Gambit. No. And what I loved about... Because they made him teleport. Did you notice how he teleports with the skull? That was always cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah. They wanted to make it different from the Nightcrawler-y one. But Sabretooth kills John. So sad. And I don't like it. He's like, "I got your spine." Gambit notices Logan's tags match Stryker's. He's like, "Ooh, I knew somebody with those tags before. I don't trust you." And attacks Logan. Logan is blasted out of a wall where he finds John has been killed. Oh no. He enters into battles with Sabes. So that was probably another thing to provoke Wolverine then. Killing all his friends.
Yeah.
So
it gets Wolverine to go after them.
Yeah, I guess it's doubly because they apparently left the group gang anyway. So it's all people who left and who agree with Wolverine and who, okay. So I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
And they still steal their blood or powers or whatever. Sabretooth sees Gambit and runs, leaving Logan and Remy to fight. Logan wins and demands Remy take him to the island.
Yeah. So there's a line here. I thought I'd expand on it where Wolverine tells Sabretooth,
cut off your head.
Yeah, cut off your head. Let's see if you heal from that. In the comics, he did cut off Sabretooth's head in the main continuity. Sabretooth did not survive, but he technically did survive I don't know if you've ever seen this in X-Men before. It turned out that Sabretooth was a clone by Romulus, and the real Sabretooth came out of hiding at that point. So it did kill a clone of Sabretooth.
And I did read that like Sabretooth can like regenerate just based off, even if he had like one cell left, he can regenerate from it. So I'm like,
yeah, Logan's the same.
Yeah,
they had to like when they killed him. I remember there was one where he was incinerated down to like his adamantium skeleton, but there's something remaining, and he came back from that.
Yeah. So, but it's interesting because we did see the decapitation in Deadpool 3, so it probably will call back a Tyler Mane decapitation kind of thing.
Yay!
So I'm curious. Spoilers if you haven't seen any Deadpool 3 spoilers, but there you go. Too bad.
Oh, I haven't. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. There's a shot of them with like a Tyler Mane Sabretooth head in their hands.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So we'll see. So we'll call back to it.
I do love this scene now more than ever because I haven't watched this movie since I've actually been to New Orleans. And like, I was like, I've been there. I know what that is. I've been on Bourbon Street. I love Bourbon Street. I love it there so much.
I did like the sexy line Wolverine said too. He's like, that's a nice stick.
Yeah. On the island, Stryker looks in on his frozen son, Jason.
With the eyes.
Cameo.
He's creepy. He looks like a frozen doll. I don't like it. Ugh.
Yeah, his eyes are like so intense. It looks creepy. Munson looks in on Experiment 11. It's Wade! Stryker tells him he doesn't hate mutants, but they need to protect themselves before mutants come for them. Munson tells him they know about Jason. He says that Stryker is too close to mutants and isn't fit to lead the operation. Stryker kills him. He kills him.
Just stabs. And that's really cheesy, like, ooh!
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah.
Logan and Gambit are flying in a plane together. Logan don't like it. After announcing he won the plane in a game, Remy flies them close to the island. Logan leaps from the plane into the water below. Fathoms below on the island.
I knew it when I wrote that. I was like, he's totally going to do that.
You know, the Disney. It's always there. Thank you.
Yep.
On the island, Stryker and his doctors are busy at work on Wade. As Logan sneaks in, he sees them taking Scott into the facility and locking him up. Oh, Logan casually strolls into the experiment room where they are operating on Wade. Stryker tells Logan his powers were only a piece of the powers needed to experiment on Weapon 11. Deadpool. What are your feelings on Gambit in this movie? Or you want to save it to the end?
I do talk about it later, but I'll talk about it now. I didn't hate Taylor Kitsch as Gambit. I thought he was pretty good as Gambit. I just feel like Gambit was not used well. Like, he's such like a throwaway part of the story. Like, you could tell he was just added to be added, and then like he's not used at all. We barely get to see him do anything.
Yeah, I don't like the way he's used, but I think he's attractive enough. I think he could have looked the part, but he didn't. They need to make him look better. He's not Gambit enough to me, and he definitely did not have the accent.
No, he was not good at the accent.
And that bothered me. So it's kind of a miss. I like that they tried, but it's ultimately a miss for me too.
Yeah, I agree. And I think a lot of people felt that way because we were excited to finally get Gambit, and then he's just a throwaway side character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, does nothing really whatsoever. It just says some things wrong, not in the right accent.
Logan senses someone behind him and turns around to find dramatic effect. Silver Fox.
Gas!
Gas! Sabretooth watches from the shadows. Silver Fox explains to Logan how she died. Winky face. They reduced her heart rate and covered her in blood. So basically she Julietted. Like, that's exactly how Juliet died.
Ambrose or whatever. Ambrosia.
Yeah. Stryker reveals that Silver Fox is an empath. She can control emotions when she touches someone. Her sister, Emma, who is blonde and can turn into Diamond, but not that Emma. Logan admits that he lost his instincts around Kayla and leaves. Kayla stays behind to beg Stryker to release her sister. Enter Sabretooth. He's mad that Stryker let Logan go. He demands for Stryker to implant him with adamantium.
So, this Emma situation.
It's awkward because, Fox had to come out later and say, oh, she's not Emma Frost, but she's a blonde girl named Emma who can turn to Diamond.
And there is a problem with that too, because if you watch any of the special features, they have like mutant special features on this DVD, and if you click on it, the actress says, "I'm Emma Frost."
Oh,
literally on the special feature DVD. I'm like,
that's funny.
You just outed yourself and ruined yourself, Fox.
Well, you know what's really stupid is First Class didn't come out that long after Wolverine. They were probably already working on it. Right. So the fact that like nobody talked to each other, it's like, Fox, you had such a multi-billion-dollar series on your hands and you couldn't take any care for any sort of continuity?
Yeah. It's aggravating.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know. It would have been extra work to fix it, but even if they went back and said like, oh, that wasn't Emma, that was Phoebe, or like one of the other of the cuckoos pretending to be Emma, like that would have worked. But
right. There are ways.
And that's kind of what the MCU did with the I love how they did it too, with the gauntlet being in Odin's collection, and Hela comes in and says, fake, and pushes it over.
yeah. So
like,
good.
Just fix it in a funny way.
Yeah. And if they made her a cuckoo, that would have been so much easier. So simple. Because they were young. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then I guess then it would be out of continuity still, because we saw the cuckoos in X3.
Oh, yeah. Too funny. All right. Victor attacks Kayla. Logan hears her screams and comes back for her. He fights Victor. Sabretooth begs Logan to kill him, but Kayla stops him. Logan punches Sabretooth out and leaves him. Kayla explains to Logan that she is only helping Stryker because they have her sister, Emma Frost, but not Emma Frost. Kayla tells Logan her love was real. It was real for me, too. Kayla and Logan go together to free the mutant children. Stryker orders for the doctors to release Deadpool. What was I going to say here? Oh, and there was in the cartoon we watched, there was kind of like this false memory kind of killing thing too, so I kind of liked the parallels with that.
Yeah, so in the comics and in the cartoon, there was the fact that they were regularly like erasing their memories. So yeah, this was similar-ish, so it works.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
Did you notice any mutants in these cells?
Okay, well, let's talk about it. I made a list.
Okay.
Do you want me to hear mine first, or do you want to tell me?
You can tell me yours first.
Okay. I put Banshee, and I know people are gonna think it's Chamber, but I think it's Banshee because Chamber's power comes from his chest, not his mouth, and his chest was fine. It's like his chest that goes to his mouth, you know?
I like your thinking, but it doesn't affect his chest as much. It was Chamber, according to the notes I found.
Okay.
The official fan. Because he does cover his mouth part. But I know what you mean, like the fire extends down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not so much on the chest.
It's hard because I was thinking both, so I was like, I don't know. And I heard theories for both, so I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, similar. And then I
I mean, I
have
like it. It makes sense either
yeah.
way.
Yeah. I mean, it's somebody. It's one of them.
Yeah.
Put him in Generation X. Then I have Toad, like a young Toad, like
Oh.
that that reptile kind of looking guy that was there.
Oh, the one who was like licking his mouth or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, the young Toad there. Then I have Ice Princess.
Yes.
You see that girl? Yeah,
Mhm.
that was her. Riptide,
Yeah.
Quicksilver, and I
Mhm.
think I saw it was like a little Psylocke girl in there.
There's a little Psylocke girl,
Okay.
which she's turning into another Jubilee because that makes 3 movies that Psylocke's in now. Once we get
Right.
to Apocalypse.
Yep.
I
And
think-
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. Logan claws all the cages open in the most dramatic form possible. Kayla is reunited with Emma, but not that one. Just as everyone is about to escape, the dumbest shit ever opens the door. It's Deadpool! He now has Baraka-style blades in his arms, a healing factor, and shooty eyes. Oh yeah, and they covered his mouth. Literally, the merc with a mouth had his mouth covered. Logan and Wade fight.
Yeah, and that's why he's like, in the beginning, he's like, you'd be a perfect soldier if you didn't have that mouth. Like, bitch.
Yeah, now that I know Deadpool, this infuriates me because they took the one thing he's known for and what he's nicknamed after, and they're like, hey, it'd be cool if we cover that. It would be cool if we make Deadpool not be able to talk, which is what he's known to do.
Have no personality whatsoever, but just an automaton.
So
Literally being controlled by a computer.
I'll reveal this now. Ryan Reynolds knew that this movie would fail. He wanted to be Deadpool so bad, he's like, you know what? I'll take it. And he even went to Fox and said, people are going to hate this.
Mm-hmm.
And Gavin Hood, when he took over the movie, he also went to Fox and said, you don't understand how many fans Deadpool has. They're going to hate this. So Fox was warned 2 times from fans of Deadpool that the fans are going to hate this. And they were still like, no, let's keep it.
Yeah. And I remember watching a special featurette of like the people that were like putting it together. It's like, yeah, we know like we're just gonna try a new take on it. We're gonna like, okay, there's no real reason. They just want to be difficult.
Yeah, and there's a difference between a new take and like completely butchering something. In my opinion. Yeah,
right. Because this is not a new take. This is like a different character altogether. Like not even acknowledging the character. And then there's a part, the part where like he like does the Cyclops power. They have his eyes darkened to make the shape of the mask a little bit. I'm like, too little, too late. That's stupid now. Like, come on,
it's stupid.
It's aggravating, infuriating.
I think Ryan Reynolds was just wise to the fact, like, even if this fails, at least like my name is in there, and like I can maybe try to like do what he did and turn it into a big joke.
Yeah. Yay. So it works better for your movies in the future.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 20?
Mm-hmm.
As the kids escape, men start shooting at them. Emma, not that one, goes to diamond form and draws the fire. And then she's like, come with me, Scott. Scott blasts all the men. And I kind of like seeing them together. It's like, ooh, it's like a precursor to their romance.
I was going to say the same thing. It is. It's cute. Like, I kind of wish they didn't use Emma in First Class, so we could have gotten more.
Yeah. And there's like a little backstory to like why he might go with her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. But it's like Scott blasts all the way. He's like, tell me where to go. And then he opens. He goes, rah! And he goes, did I get them? And she's like, yeah, you did. That's hot, super hot.
You certainly know how to shoot.
Yeah. Oh, blasphemy. Yeah. Kayla tells Emma, not that one, to take all the kids to freedom. She has to stay to help Logan. And then and this is where we're
So,
here. Like, is this where we? Not yet. Not yet. Never mind.
do you remember what I told you about why Emma wouldn't be able to do this in this movie at this point?
Because it was a secondary mutation.
Yeah, she didn't have this power yet, but everybody likes
Yeah.
to use this power because it's more flashy than her mind powers.
Yeah. It's easier to show. It's a very visual kind of power. So
Yeah. Stryker strokes himself as he watches Deadpool and Logan fight from a monitor. Logan follows Wade up a large turbine. Wade also has teleporting capabilities, which that's one of the only powers I didn't hate because he did have a teleporting device for a while, so it's not too much of a stretch that he could teleport.
And they took that from John Wraith.
Yeah, from John Wraith. So out of everything, like the one I hate the most is that he has Cyclops powers. I don't know why. I just think that's stupid.
It's so stupid.
The swords in his arms, we said, are stupid.
Because they really made a point of like getting Cyclops and getting there. Like if he has this, why not Diamond form? Why not all these other mutant powers? If you're going to just show the Cyclops thing,
That's true. That's a good point.
Why that one? Why that one's especially specific?
Yeah, and they had Quicksilver, so they could have given him super speed. Yeah. They had like all these powers they could have done.
Right.
Teleporting capabilities, and he surprises Logan. He's about to deliver the killing blow to Logan when Sabretooth saves him. Deadpool teleports back up from his fall, and both Sabretooth and Logan struggle to fend him off. Together, they stab the Abomination. Wade uses Eye Blast to attack Logan and saves from afar. Wolverine deflects the blast, throwing Wade off kilter. As Wade attacks Sabes, Logan with the superheated claw slits Wade's throat. Wade's dying blast destroy the turbine.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little...
Oh
yeah, I love that game.
It's so
good.
It's so good.
Game.
So I remember him teleporting in that. I'm like, wait, he does teleport in this game.
Yes.
Yay!
It infuriated me a little that like suddenly Sabretooth's like, nobody else can kill my brother. I'm gonna help you now. Like it kind of just was random and negates the whole movie.
I mean, I know we had that whole war sequence where they were bonding as brothers and everything, but they had that rift, and I don't know. It just seems weird.
Yeah, if you hate someone enough to pretend kill their girlfriend, like I don't know.
there's no like sympathy left. It seems like an odd like turn.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm getting hungry. All right. 22. As the kids escape, Scott tells Emma, not that one, to go left because he hears a creepy voice. The Xavier creepy voice. Go left. And he's like, how do you know? He's like, I just know.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird that Scott doesn't even think to be like, oh, there's a creepy voice talking to me. How do you know it was someone you can trust and not deceive? I guess maybe he's giving you feelings of comfort, or he's like making you do it. I don't know, but
at that point, like what else you got?
They have to lose. Yeah. There's no. Yeah. He knows that's right, even though he can't see us. She trusts him. As they run, Emma, not that one, stops Scott again to question him. He continues to lead them further. Like, just keep going. Keep going. And then all the rando mutants that weren't even what we saw before are like kind of bobbling along.
Yeah. I know. It looked funny to me to see like Scott and Emma leading everybody because like everybody else was the same age, but they're also useless.
Yeah. It's just like, lead us.
Yeah. You guys do everything. We don't know how to do anything, even though I have super speed.
Like, I could get there first, but it's fine.
Yeah, I could go explore all these tunnels in the time it takes you to sneeze, but I'm going to follow you. Meanwhile, Stryker gets his adamantium bullets loaded into his big man penis gun. He is preparing to shoot Logan with the bullets. He wants to shoot Logan in the head, erasing any memories Logan has. What do you think about this, like, development of this idea that the brain can heal, but he loses memories?
I mean, to me, it can make sense. Like, I'm not mad at it. I feel like something to do with like electrical things when it's like disturbed, it can like even cause a reaction that even if it heals, it affected it in a way that's, it has a whole different surge together. You know what I mean? I don't know. Mental, but it makes sense to me somehow.
Yeah, this was an original idea to the movie. I remember I didn't hate this. Like, it's an interesting idea. I don't know if it carries enough weight for me to be like, oh, that's why he's lost all his memory. But
Right.
I like the idea of it.
And I like too because he still had those remnants, those fragments still in there. Just maybe they're just out of sorts. Like I feel like those memories are still part of him, but lost in another part of the brain. You know what I mean?
That
So
makes
it's
sense.
kind of cool
Yeah.
that they can come. That's why Gene can sense them. That's why he's having those flashes. So
Because he literally has holes in his memories where the bullets went through.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention way back in the beginning?
What?
I'm just thinking about it now. Agent Zero's totally Resident Evil Alice gun show flip.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought about that was Resident Evil.
Yeah. Very Resident Evil. Very like Die Hard in a lot of movies.
Yeah, I've seen this before. But yeah. Logan and Sabes vow to still hate each other. Newsflash. There you go. It's so great. They both leap lushily from the crumbling turbine. Huge debris is about to smash Logan when Remy comes in out of nowhere and slices it in half because he's like, I'm still in this movie. I'm the angel of this movie.
Yeah.
Logan hears Kayla calling for him. He's like, hello? He sends Gambit to help the kids while he kisses a mortally wounded Kayla. Logan picks up Kayla's dying body and begins walking her to safety. There you go. Ooh. Stryker shoots Logan from behind with the adamantium bullets. As Logan leaps lengthily at Stryker shoots him in the head multiple times. Then, he shoots him in the head, then he walks up over to him and shoots him again. Ooh, he's so hateful.
Yeah.
Then he goes to shoot Kayla, but then turns the gun on himself. And then we get the realization that Kayla is using her power on him by touching his ankle, his little anklet. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh yeah, I could make you shoot yourself, but that would make us no better than you. So walk until your feet bleed, and then keep walking.
Put that in your back pocket. Put a pin in that because you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh.
Well, it's because he stops when someone talks to him. Like, you should just keep walking. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Not only that, but when Gambit and Logan were flying to the island, they literally say the island is 3 miles long or wide. So like at most he could have only walked 3 miles, and your feet are not going to look like that after 3 miles,
right?
Unless he's just walking in circles for days around.
Are you barefoot? Are you?
Yeah,
he has shoes.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him walking in. I wanted him to see him walk in the water, like walk underwater, and then he'd drown.
That'd be great.
See?
All right. The kids are led to safety by Scott and Emma. Not that one. They arrive at a tiny helicopter that can't possibly fit them all. Xavier walks out of the tiny copter and tells the kids he will take them to safety. Gambit arrives to the party a second too late. So this is why we never get Gambit in the movies. He was a second too late.
Oh, too late.
This also fucks with continuity for me more because, like, so he took all these kids to the school, so he would have known Psylocke and he would have known...
Where did they go?
Quicksilver, yeah.
This is not the first class.
No. I mean, I guess you could argue that maybe he returned them to their families, but I don't know. It's just like it fucks with the continuity even more.
Oh, and Xavier's youth thing, he looked so fake and ugly. It was like, ew. Like, it was so much like you did this in X-Men 2 much more successfully, and this is like, what happened to your face,
X-Men 3?
girl? X-Men 3. Yeah, they did X-Men 3 so much better, or X-Men: The Last Stand, so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, how did you downgrade? Like, ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bad.
And so, yeah, and he walks. So that's another thing that's
Oh yeah,
odd.
that's a problem.
It's a problem.
So many problems.
Yeah.
Well, and I was reading. I know it's skipping ahead, but I think his name is James Marigold or Mangold, who did Logan, was saying like he was surprised because nobody talked to each other when he was making Logan. He was already writing in Caliban, and he had no idea that X-Men Apocalypse was going to use Caliban too. So that's why we get two very different depictions of Caliban, because nobody oversaw everything.
Yeah, come on.
They had no Kevin Feige.
No, yeah, because the MCU is like tight, well-oiled machine. And even if there's errors, they work around it. They try to fix them. So
Yeah.
this is like just people not caring about anybody else in isolation.
Yeah, I wonder if seeing how X-Men was managed is what almost kind of inspired Feige to make sure to like do better.
Right.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, Logan comes to with no memoirs. He looks at
Isn't
his
it me?
dog tag. Yes, it's you.
All right. Logan comes to with no memories. He looked at his dog tags to remember who he is. Gambit tells him the kids are safe, but Logan doesn't recognize him. He's like, "Who are you? Why are you trying to kill me?" And then Gambit convinces Logan to trust him and follow him to Kayla. Logan finds Kayla dead, and he's like, "I have the urge to go to her." And he looks at her very longingly. And then Remy's like, "Do you know her?" He's like, "No." Logan tells Remy to go without him. He'll find his own way.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah.
Kayla's just left for dead with no memories.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
In the mid-credits, we see Stryker continuing to walk, shoes all bedraggled and worn, even though he's on a 3-mile island. An army truck comes and takes him into custody for the death of General Munson, which has like no bearing on Stryker in X2.
Right. You would think this would be on his record at least.
Yeah.
In an after-credit scene, we see Deadpool's blades retracting ever so slowly as his body starts to reknit itself. Then we see a hand grab around to Deadpool's severed head. And then the eyes open and it goes, shh. It's so stupid. I hate it so much. What? Why? Stop it.
Well, and why does he suddenly have a mouth again? He shushes us with a mouth.
There's no Billy Butcherson opening your mouth. Like,
no.
What? I don't. It's so frustrating to me. Why even put this in here? Why beat the thing over the head that we hate so much, and you have to give us the end credits like this?
Actually, I could tell you why.
Okay.
Because there were plans after X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh yeah, to do Deadpool Origins, right?
They were going to do X-Men Origins Magneto. They were going to do X-Men Origins Gambit and X-Men Origins Deadpool.
That's right. I remember that.
They fell through.
Yeah.
Except for X-Men Origins Magneto apparently was mostly moved into X-Men First Class, what they were developing. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we get a Deadpool series of movies. So, it all worked out. We still haven't got that Gambit movie, though.
It's just Channing Tatum's Gambit that's good. But I don't know. I don't like Channing Tatum, so I'm kind of glad that didn't happen.
Thank you. I could not imagine him as Gambit. I think it would. I don't know if it would have been worse if he tried to do the accent or not. Because you can't have Gambit without the accent. But can Channing Tatum do a good Cajun accent? I don't think so.
He can't act. He's shit. I don't understand the fascination with Channing Tatum because I don't like him. I watched that Magic Mike movie. I'm like, ew. this is the god awfulest movie I've ever seen, and so like I cannot.
Well, I love that you're saying all this because it's gonna tie into something later. So good,
Oh,
good, good. Set it
good.
up for me, girl. Um, so this is mostly based on Origin, or it was also called Wolverine Origin, or it was called Origin: The True Story of Wolverine. This was released November 2001 to July 2002. So it's never said in Origin that Thomas Logan is Wolverine's father. It's just heavily implied. Um, but Dog Logan is Thomas's son. Thomas is the groundskeeper, just like in the movie. Thomas kills John Howlett in front of Elizabeth and the kids. James claws emerge and he kills Thomas. Elizabeth then, this is important, cradles Thomas's body, but not John's body. So that's where we first get a hint that she loved Thomas more than her own husband, John.
Oh.
Big difference. James runs away with Rose, Rose is a little redheaded girl who he's been friends with. They purposely write all these redheads into his backstory, by the way.
So that's why he has a
Dog.
fascination with another one.
Yep. Dog then tells the police that Rose killed John and Thomas, and that's why she ran away with James Logan. So, just to kind of summarize it, Rose and James travel for a time until a fight. James accidentally stabs Rose. She doesn't die, though, luckily, but he runs once more before he kind of goes crazy a little bit. And he reemerges as Logan because that's one of the only names that he kind of remembers, which is funny because it's technically his last name. But that's kind of how the story goes. And so a lot of people, including myself, surmised that Dog Logan was Sabretooth. It's never said he's Sabretooth, but a lot of us thought Dog Logan Sabretooth.
Gotcha.
But in 2013, and this is what I hinted at in the beginning, the comics said fuck you to the movie because they assumed Dog Logan was Sabretooth. But in Wolverine and the X-Men number 25, it's revealed that Dog Logan is his own person, not Sabretooth.
Oh.
Yeah, Dog comes to the present using his time-traveling little crystals, and he, fights Logan. He eventually joins the Hellfire Academy, where I think he was, the PE teacher or something random. It got really weird in Wolverine and the X-Men, but it was fine. So, yeah, that's kind of how 4 years later, the Marvel Universe said fuck you to X-Men Origins Wolverine, because now it's all wrong anyway.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. So, Kevin, tell us about how you thought about the movie, and also, did you think it was Britishly bitchin' like Emma, pretty cool like Iceman, Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it but kind of hate it, fat and sweaty like Jubilee, or unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool? We just visited him.
Well, we definitely know what's unspeakable in this movie. But watching this, definitely lots of problems, lots of things that drive me up a wall and irk me and all that stuff. But it was better than I remember it being, better than I thought it would be. Because there are some, I think the story isn't the best, but at least it was engaging to me. It was much more put together than The Last Stand by a little bit. So I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was, and I think that's gonna make me put it in Australian Wolverine.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I know. I really wanted to give it Fat and Sweaty, and I really wanted. Actually, before last week, I was for sure it was gonna be Unspeakable because there are lots of unspeakable things in this. Well, more like one unspeakable thing, and then a bunch of other Fat and Sweaty things. But there are some things I enjoy, and I think there are some really fun action sequences in here, and so I'm giving it Australian Wolverine.
You know what I just realized they should have done? Because I think everybody hates this movie for the same reason. I think if they just made Deadpool Mimic,
people would have liked it a lot
instead,
more. Yeah,
Mimic would have made more sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
because that's really the biggest gripe that anybody has. I mean, you can pick and choose here and there, but if Deadpool was better or at least mimic or something else, I feel like the ratings would have been a lot higher.
Yeah. Wow.
When you
Oh,
think about
but
it,
yeah.
it would have changed.
I agree. I think, it's funny because I was at Vicky and Adil's house and telling them we were about to do X-Men Origins Wolverine, and Adil was like, "Oh, that's the worst of all the movies." So I was like surprised, like, really? Like that one's the worst to you? Like, to me, this one's like mid-tier, I think, for the X-Men movies. I do, like I mentioned, I hate the blob scene. I think it's stupid. Deadpool is just unspeakable, just terrible. But the story, I think, does do a good job of respecting the comics. Like, it does pull from them a lot. Like, I know Hugh Jackman worked really closely with the writers because he really wanted Wolverine to have like a cohesive like character piece, which I think this movie does a good job of doing. But I'm going to be a little meaner. I'm going to give it Fat and Sweaty like Jubilee just because I
Okay.
wouldn't put this on the same level as X-Men 1. Like,
No,
that's the
you're
only
right.
reason. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you gave it. It's what you gave X-Men 1, right?
Yeah, I gave it the,
Yeah, and I gave X-Men 1 pretty cool. So
yeah,
that
there
makes
you go.
sense.
So yeah. It's just a shame that like Ryan Reynolds and Gavin Hood knew and Fox had a chance of making this a better movie than it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of this movie too is its reputation is what sticks with the mind. So that's, I know for me because I knew it was Reputation and I immediately thought I hated it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh wait, oh, that's not what I thought it was anymore. But yeah, I still think Wolverine's overrated. So, but it's
He
a movie
is.
about him, so I guess it's fine. And it's weird that because I feel like this movie should have been like more of like a lone wolf kind of movie, and they just put him in another team again. Which is
That's
another
true,
thing
they
that kind
did.
of irked me.
That's a good point. Who would you say is the MXP?
I do think Liev Schreiber did a good job, but I was bothered by the continuity with him a little bit, so I didn't give it to him. I actually gave it to John Wraith. I thought
Wow.
Will I Am for this was his first acting gig ever, and he was pretty good. I mean, for not acting ever, I'm like, I think you did what you're supposed to do. You tick the boxes, and he was fun to watch. I liked his relationship with Wolverine. They're supposed to be kind of besties, and I liked their banter, and I liked his power. So I'm gonna give it to him.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Gambit because the little bit we got of him was like pretty cool. But also when you think of the story, he is the one that led them to the island. Like they couldn't have gotten there without him. And he did save Wolverine's life, probably, maybe. So like, cool. And I like that he was sentimental enough to be like, hey, person who forgot everything, this is the girl that you were fucking. Like, you really should come over and see her and try to remember her. So he was like a caring person, and he went to like save the kids. So I give it to him.
Save the kids, save the world.
Save the kids. Yep. Who or what? Well, not who. What would you say is the X Factor?
I guess that getting some of the backstory that was introduced in X-Men 1 and that, the X-Men 1 and 2, we got all these hints. This is kind of like seeing the actual bonding process happen, which I think is kind of fun. We hear that Weapon X actually stated, and we're given a name for it. So I'm going to give it to that. Yeah.
Mine's similar. I'm gonna give it to the Weapon X team. Like we got to see like John Wraith come to life. We got to see Bolt. I just think of the Disney dog Bolt. But we got to see these characters like you said work as a team. We got to see like the history of Wolverine and Sabretooth. So this really does bring a lot of stories together, and we get to see it played out in real time, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. We talked about too. The bone claw thing. I know it exists in the comics, but that was kind of a retcon on itself. So do people like the bone claws, or do they not like the bone claws? What do you think people generally like more?
If I remember right, I would say at least the people who I was talking to at the time thought the bone claws were really cool, like a neat idea, and it makes sense with Wolverine that like the adamantium would coat something, not just like create claws.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember it being a big deal. I think the only thing that's always bothered me a little bit is the fact that it like coats the bones so symmetrically, or so like geometrically
Oh yeah,
geometrically, like they don't look like bones, they look like shapes.
like knives, like scissors.
Yeah, so I guess that's my only problem, but yeah, I remembered people like being excited by it.
Yeah, to me, it always made sense. Like that's all because by the time I knew about it, that was already established. But I think I heard that the Luwals are not a fan of the bone claws at all.
Oh
So I was like,
really?
oh yeah, I was like, oh interesting. But yeah, I kind of, I kind of liked it. So yeah.
Well, that makes sense because they let Len Wein write it into the cartoon that like
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have them when he was on that
Yeah,
mission with Cap.
right.
So
Yeah, they Len Wein, and I think they get it from him because I don't think Len Wein liked it. So and they in turn don't like it, and so, but
yeah, the one thing too that I learned that was really interesting. Now that you mention it, is I guess I forget who it was, but one of the writers wanted to reveal Logan's face. He didn't realize it was already revealed. So he was going to design Wolverine's face to look more animal. So when he found out Logan's face was already revealed, he turned Logan's face into Sabretooth. So that's kind of where Sabretooth comes from. He was a failed design of Logan.
too funny.
All right. For previously on, I thought we'd do a write-in just because I thought it'd be fun to know, like, who would you want to play Gambit?
Oh, not Channing Tatum.
Not Channing Tatum.
Oh, I didn't even think about who I would want. Who do I know? Is there an actor that I can think of?
I know it's hard because we have such like a picture of what Gambit should be. It's like you have
Yeah.
to try to find somebody. I have had somebody in my mind for years based on the one movie I've seen them in. He's not a very well known actor, but have you ever seen the movie As Above, So Below?
No, but I know it's in the craft. I know it's a
Yeah.
witch thing.
So this man's name is Francois Civil. So he's French. So when I saw him in As Above, So Below, I was like, my God, this man looks like Gambit. He already has a French accent, so that could translate very easily into Cajun. I just think he'd be perfect for it.
Yeah. Oh, he's cute. Oh my god, he looks so good.
Right? He looks like Gambit.
I love him.
And he's cute.
I love him. I don't know
So
who he is.
he's my biggest pick. I also had this random thought that I've been like struggling with because I really want to make it work, but I don't know if it could work. It also crossed my mind, like, what if Lakeith Stanfield played Gambit?
Oh. Yeah. You know what? I can see it after the Haunted Mansion. I can totally see it working.
Yeah, because if he did the accent and he has that kind of like I don't care attitude, so I think he could work.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a guy I'm picturing, but I don't know his name. I know his face, but I don't know his name. So I can't really tell you, but he looks like Gambit kind of to me. Well, maybe he's a little too. I don't know. I like your choices. I'll just go with those.
Okay. Since I'm throwing stuff out there, I also had one other one. I forget his name right now. Chris Wood.
Oh, let me show a picture.
Let's see. So he played Mon-El in Supergirl, and he's also the voice of He-Man in like the new He-Man cartoons. I think he could have the look, and I think he's a fun actor, so I think he could do it.
I just found this article. 10 actors who should play Gambit in the MCU according to Reddit.
Ooh, tell us about it.
All right. So we have Josh Holloway. Who's that?
Okay, he's from Lost, I think.
Yeah, from Lost. Maybe that's who I was thinking of. Oh, no. Oh, I can see him. I'm looking at the picture now. It finally loaded. He's cute because, okay, Josh Holloway. Francois Arnault. That's really different. Another French person. French Canadian. Well, the French, yeah. Cajun. So there's that. I don't know who he's from. Oh,
he's adorable.
Yeah.
Could be Gambit.
Scott Eastwood. I don't know these people.
Oh, Clint Eastwood's son.
The son. There you go. Then we have Matt Bomer. I don't know about him. I like him, but I don't see him as Gambit.
I agree. I like him a lot, but not as Gambit.
No, he's too. I think he's too. His eyes are too big and too pretty-eyed. I don't like it. Trevor Jackson. Oh, he's cute. I don't know who he's from though. He's a black actor from Super. I don't know who he's in Superfly, whatever that is. Lucas Black. I don't know these people.
I don't know.
He was in Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Oh, I don't like him for Gambit. Nope.
No. Reggae Jean Page from Bridgerton. What? Jared Padalecki?
Oh. Could he do it, though? Is he good enough of an actor?
See, I feel like he kind of has the look, but I don't think he's cute enough for me. I think he's too similar to Taylor Kitsch.
I don't think he's suave enough to play Gambit.
Right. Yeah. He's too yeah. I think he's too pretty boy, clean cut, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, stupid Channing Tatum. Nope, screw you. Matthew McConaughey, too old.
Nope.
So, yeah, a lot of these I don't agree with, but there's some of them that were interesting.
Yeah.
But I think yours are the best.
Yay. Thanks, girl.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll see what the listeners think next week. I'm excited to see people's picks because he's a hard one to cast.
He is.
All right. Well, next week we are returning to the good movies with X-Men First Class. Yay!
Yeah, I do remember liking that one.
I have very mixed feelings. I'll talk about it next week, but we'll talk about how we like it and if we have any problems with it.
It's funny because I was mixing the Cyclops bits from that movie in with this movie. I'm like, wait, I thought she did more in this movie. And I'm like, oh no, that's the First Class movie.
Oh, okay. All right. Until then, where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at my personal Instagram, KJEEZY87, or the other podcast that I do with Sean, Words of the Witches, where we are working hard on that charmed musicale.
I am hard right now.
Oh, very nice. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. And you can find me on Instagram under Sean Perrett, Porrett. That'll link you to all my projects. And I'm excited to see you next week for X-Men First Class. Oh, right. And there was an update that X-Men 97 is supposed to hit early spring. Some people are thinking maybe even as soon as mid-March. I feel like that might be too soon, but we'll see. We'll tell you as soon as we know. And we'll
be on the radar.
Make a plan.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Bye, sexy X's.
Bye.